Howdy y'all, old Cornelius here, doing a bit of voiceover commentary for a rerunning of a seed that the speedrunner Benex rolled a while back, that he issued as a sort of challenge for anyone else to try and attempt to rerun as part of his Seed of the Week series. As you can see, this previous attempt didn't go so well, but I'm just going to be doing a little bit of commentary where I think it's relevant of this particular one that I got, which was my second successful attempt. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Just starting off, I'll say I very much enjoyed doing this overall, as for the past 6 months or so, whenever I've had a really good seed, I have reran it as though I was rolling it for the first time. So I'd still like go to random blind coordinates and measure the eyes of Ender and so on. So I have done something similar, albeit slightly different, for quite a while now. So this was right up my alley, although that's with the caveat that I'm not actually very good. With this speedrun challenge, I didn't bother with all the eye measuring nonsense. I just would go straight to the coordinates that would put me in the portal room, which saves a minute or two. But yeah, this overworld route is basically copied directly from the video that Benex released of him routing the seed. Though I did spend like several hours looking for other places in the overworld where one could enter. Instead of heading this direction, if you head in directly the opposite direction, I think that's very far northeast, then you can get a magma ravine that puts you in a much better place in the nether, but you have to boat or swim around 500 blocks in the overworld, and because this is all lukewarm ocean, I just wasn't getting dolphins to spawn with enough regularity that it would be time safe. But now we're in the nether, around 30 seconds behind Benex, and oh boy, that gap of time is just going to get bigger and bigger, because Benex, being a seasoned veteran, can do all sorts of parkour jumps, while I cannot. And as you can see here, I can't even speed bridge. Since this was like an hour into my first ever attempt at running this seed, I'm still not super familiar with what I need to do. So movement through this series of ravines is not the smoothest, but I'm getting it done successfully. And because I've got gold boots on, I don't have to worry about piglins, which is nice. As you'll see in a later video, that doesn't stay the case. Oh, I have to do a boat clutch, but I fail. I think you might see in a future video me succeeding with a boat clutch for the first time ever, because I don't know if it's that my PC is not that great, or it's just a skill issue. But until rerunning this seed a whole bunch of times, I'd never successfully done a boat clutch before. And you'll have just seen both the fortress and the bastion right next door to each other. So it's a pretty good seed. I can see why Benex wanted to rerun it, and I can see why he included it in his Seed of the Week scenario. I always enjoyed putting down blocks there for the piglins to walk on, because they don't like to walk on magma. I think I toggled to hard mode there. In case you're unaware, that just means that piglins will be more willing to chase after me, even if it means that they risk damaging themselves. Meaning, ideally, I should be getting more piglins from around the bastion. And if you're completely unfamiliar with speedrunning, this is a housing bastion, and I know where all the gold blocks are. And since it's a set seed, the loot that I get from chests in the bastion will be the same every time, but the trades that I get that'll be different every time, as will the drop rates for blazes. So even as a set seed, there's still quite a lot of randomness, which, whilst the terrain of this seed is excellent in that it's a bastion very close to spawn, the actual running of the seed was quite painful just because I got absolutely destroyed on blaze rod drop rates quite often. Made me sad. I think everyone's finished trading now. That's also worth mentioning. I was in every single run, I was very slow with sorting my inventory after the trading was done. I do get slightly better with time, but not by much. And it's also worth mentioning, a little bit of the motivating factor behind me running this was Benex issued a $100 reward to whoever completes it the fastest, assuming the run is like verifiable. But I very quickly discovered that I'm not going to be winning, so I was just doing it for the sake of it's a fun seed and I like rerunning fun seeds. I had originally hoped to get a sub 7, which was Benex's original goal. That very quickly was scrapped as a goal for me. I then thought, well, if I can at least sort of match Benex's time, then I'll be happy with that. But again, I'm a filthy casual, so that wasn't going to happen. So I finally settled on a goal of sub 10 or sub 9 at a push. And as you may have seen from either the title or the thumbnail, I'm on my way with this run. I'm getting there with my goal. It's very nice indeed. Especially considering this is my second ever completed run. Oh, hello. I think I was about to leave, go to the other blaze spawner there, but then these two spawned. And yes, this is one of the runs where I got 5 rods from 7 blazes. The breakdown of my luck was any good run I got was around 5 rods for 7 blazes, and then 95% of all the runs that got to the blaze spawner, it was like 3 rods from 20 blazes. So pretty unlucky. This is a way in which I was saving time over Benex. I was willing to use pearls here where either he was unwilling to or didn't think to, or maybe in the run that he uploaded he just had very low health or not enough pearls. I can't remember. Yeah, that saved a bit of time. And another big time save was I dug to perfect coordinates. So I spawned in the portal room where Benex spawned in like floating in the air above an ocean and then had to swim for a little bit to get to an ocean exposed portal room. So arguably it might not have been a time save, but I'm pretty sure it was because we're at the quartz now and I was only digging for like an extra 10 seconds where I think he'd be swimming or boating for like a good 20 seconds. And the reason I only got 5 rods is because it was a free eye. Very nice. Some runs that I've been doing a la Benex Seed of the Week style, sort of rerunning a seed that I rolled in RSG that I think is very good. Some seeds I've been rerunning recently were a 6 eye that I rolled in RSG. So that was quite incredible, and hopefully I'll upload that soon because it's a very wacky seed, considering you only need 3 blaze rods, and you only need 2 pearl trades, or at a push, you could get 1 pearl trade 4 pearls, and then 1 stray enderman, and that's all you need. There's pearls available in the stronghold as well. So this seed is pretty wild, but I've been doing more wacky seeds recently. Just occurred to me, I have no idea when I entered the end. I'm guessing around like 8:30ish. And we get a very nice fast dragon. I am feeling blessed, but it doesn't last long. First bed there I had to hit early or the dragon would have destroyed all my beds. That's a 6 bed, but in reality it's 5 bed plus 1 for dragon height. And as you can see, I was very happy indeed that the second ever attempt that I succeeded in, I got what my original goal was. And now I think I'll probably just be wiggling about on the screen for a long while. Hopefully I do /seed and /datapack, and that's /datapack is the main important one for this little competition, just so that whoever Benex gives the $100 to, he can be confident that they didn't fiddle about with blaze drop rates and with bastion piglin barters and all that. But yeah, that's a run that I was very happy with. Considering I got it so early on in my attempts. Oh yes, I do. But I thought to myself, well, I've got this run quite early on. Surely the only way is up. Surely I will make progress at a similar rate for all the rest of my attempts, and I'll have a sub 7 or a sub 8 in no time. No, not at all. But yeah, for now, this was the run that I was happy to leave it on until I realized how much better I could make things. But yeah, it's a very fun seed, even though by the time I upload this, the competition will have ended. If you want to practice speedrunning, this ain't a bad seed for it, because the nether is usually one of the slowest parts of the learning curve for people, and this is a very forgiving nether. You don't have to do any crazy pearlings, you don't have to bridge over lava, you just run to the bastion. You only need 5 rods, and then it's a short walk to the blind spot. And also it's a housing bastion, and specifically a manhunt housing, which is a very fast route and pretty reliable. So give it a try. That's the video, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you soon, because I did eventually improve upon this, but oh boy, it was a drag. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you muchly for watching, and ta-da! I'll just let past me figure out the title. There we go. Bye!